right, we are back in Six Flags Fiesta Texas, and it's like it's back to normal. Goodbye, mask.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to our channel. So we flew a couple weeks ago to Six Flags Fiesta Texas, one of our absolute favorite amusement parks that we go to. Fiesta Texas is always taken care of so well. Everybody is super nice, and this was absolutely the most staffed park that we have been to, as far as all the rides being able to operate, as far as the lines moving pretty fast, and just the park looking and feeling back to normal. We wanted to make sure we rode a couple times on Wonder Woman, since we will eventually go to Six Flags Great Adventure and ride Jersey Devil, which is very similar to Wonder Woman, as they're both single rail roller coasters. I always find this ride pretty rough, although it is fun and definitely a unique experience. It can definitely be intense for, newer riders. So food is definitely something that most parks right now are having a hard time keeping up with, it seems, based on just staffing shortages. The one really great thing about Fiesta Texas is in that food hall, it seemed like you could always get food pretty fast. So some other, food restaurants might have a little bit of a wait, but if you were to go there, you should be able to get food fairly quickly, because they had several different options there, and most all of it was staffed at all times. So that was really great at Fiesta Texas.
So at 11:54 a.m. this morning, Poltergeist got stuck. I have some footage of them fixing it now, but we were actually in this area, but somehow we didn't know, and they had to be rescued because you can see it stuck at a really weird angle. We'll get some footage.
So like I said, Poltergeist did get stuck. It wasn't open the remainder of the weekend, but here in a second we did get some footage of them moving it a little bit. But after we stopped filming, they pretty much quit working on it for the night. And by the next morning, it was back in its queue. They just weren't able to get it inspected over the holiday weekend to get it back reopened. But the people that were stuck on the coaster actually did have to walk off using a ladder system. I guess we were reading into it, that ride, this happens once a year. So they're kind of almost once a year. So it seems like they're kind of experts at getting the people off the ride. So although it probably was super frightening for the people that were on the ride, the firefighters and people that helped, it seemed like they did have a plan for it. So it wasn't, that major of a disruption for them. But it was really cool to get some footage of that. This is the Pirates ride that we're walking through right now. This is one of our favorite game rides. It has worked both times that we've gone there. It's really unique. They don't seem to have this specific one anywhere else. And I really, really, really love going on this and playing this game.
So we're going up on the Ferris wheel so we can see some good views of Poltergeist because they're working on it right now. So we're about to go see what it looks like.
They just got it up. They just got it up. Oh my God. Oh. It just moved over. Six Flags Fiesta Texas had the fastest operations of any park that we've been to so far this year, hands down. A major part of that is it seems like the general manager is really invested in his employees and his team. I know last year we actually even saw him walking around the park helping out. That's always really awesome for the team members to see, and I feel like especially at this park there's a lot of pride in working for the park, and it just seems like everyone wants the park to do well and everyone is excited to be at their job, which you definitely don't see it at every single park. And a lot of that definitely has to do with the general manager, but I'm sure a lot of that, just the staffing in general, has to do with them not really closing down much in 2020 because of Texas's, state guidelines. They were able to open for most of the season last year, and you can really see a major difference in the parks that were able to open last year based on their state's guidelines versus the parks that were not. The parks that were able to open, it seems, are miles ahead as far as staffing goes and just overall park maintenance than the parks that weren't able to open and operate. And just in general, you can see Six Flags really pulling ahead of Cedar Fair based on that just fact. Cedar Fair's parks barely opened last year. I'm not even sure which ones did. I know Cedar Point did, and Kings Island a bit, but most of them were closed, whereas most of Six Flags were open. And they really did a great job last year at getting it to, maximum capacity, still following safety guidelines, and giving people that enjoyable experience of being at the parks. So you can see it a lot in how far ahead Six Flags has come, and I'm really excited to see that for Six Flags and them be able to kind of pull ahead in that aspect. One last thing, if you go to Six Flags Fiesta Texas and don't get a funnel cake, you are missing out. It's a snack on the meal plan and you have to get it. Also, please check out our specific water park video that we did for Six Flags. We put that up first, so go ahead and check it out. And please subscribe to our channel if you like this.